Every day for the past 4 years, I've said, buy Bitcoin, don't sell the Bitcoin. Uh, I'm going to be buying more Bitcoin. I'm going to be buying Bitcoin at the top forever. I joked with Dave Portnoy today. He said, I missed it at 10,000. I missed it at 20,000. I missed it at 100,000. I said, Dave, it's still less than $1 million a coin. You're getting a 90% discount from $1 million a coin. I'm sure that I will be buying Bitcoin at $1 million a coin, probably $1 billion a day of Bitcoin at $1 million a coin. And so I think it's a very simple idea. Just keep buying Bitcoin with your spare capital. It's going to appreciate against the dollar forever.
Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. In this video, Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy Chairman, passionately advocates for buying and holding Bitcoin, calling it a long-term capital asset. He explains why MicroStrategy consistently invests, leveraging Bitcoin's growth to create massive shareholder value. Let's catch him up.
I think you should think of Bitcoin as a long-term capital asset. So if you have money you don't need for 4 years, or even better yet, for 10 years, you put it into a portfolio. You might hold scarce desirable real estate. You might hold your favorite artwork. You might hold some portfolio of companies you're going to hold forever. I think a part of that is Bitcoin. So I say dollar cost average into Bitcoin every quarter. Sweep some long-term savings into Bitcoin. Expect to keep it there for a decade or longer. And don't get too worked up over the volatility in the near term. Yeah, I mean, I look at it like Manhattan real estate, the year is 1650. And if you had a chance to buy it in every decade from 1650 to today, wouldn't you just keep buying it? If you didn't have to pay property tax and you could hold it, you would just keep accumulating it forever. There's never a bad time to buy it. There's a Saylor tracker. You can look at it. It just shows we bought at every price point every quarter, at the highs, at the lows, at the mids. I bought it every week for the past 4 weeks in a size billion or more. I'm going to just keep buying it, and it's not that complicated. I expect that it'll be the most valuable thing in the world 100 years from now, so why wouldn't you just keep accumulating it? Yeah, well, imagine I gave you the chance to buy 40 city blocks of Manhattan real estate 100 years ago, but there were no buildings on it and there was no rent associated with it. But you knew it was going to be the greatest city in North America, and you could buy it and hold it. It's, you would still do it, just like you might buy Alaska in 1867, even though there's no rent on it, because you think that over the next 100 years, someone else will find a way to take advantage of it. With Bitcoin, it's cyber Manhattan. There's 8 billion people that have money. They're not going to live there, but they're going to put their money there because everybody has to park their money somewhere. And so you're just buying one block out of 21 million of all the capital in the world. It'll be the center of the digital economy. You may not know the applications, but there are applications. MicroStrategy makes a lot of money by holding that digital property. We're generating massive amounts of shareholder value from that. So you don't have to understand how we do it. You just need to hold your Bitcoin and let us drive the price up.
Michael Saylor, Executive Chairman of MicroStrategy, has reaffirmed his bold prediction that Bitcoin could reach $13 million per coin by 2045. Speaking on Charles Payne's Making Money, Saylor outlined his company's innovative approach to Bitcoin investment, positioning the cryptocurrency as a groundbreaking digital asset with transformative potential. MicroStrategy's strategy, he explained, involves acquiring Bitcoin using financial instruments like convertible bonds, appealing to both low-risk investors seeking stability and high-risk investors eyeing substantial equity returns tied to Bitcoin's growth. Saylor addressed critiques of his strategy, often labeled speculative, by emphasizing that issuing securities to serve diverse investor needs is a core function of public companies. He likened Bitcoin's adoption to past revolutionary technologies, such as electricity and automobiles, asserting that initial skepticism often precedes widespread acceptance. At the heart of Saylor's argument is the concept of Bitcoin as digital capital. He highlighted its unmatched attributes, including portability, programmability, and immunity to centralized financial risks, positioning it as a superior store of wealth, particularly for regions facing economic instability. Saylor projected Bitcoin's total market valuation could expand from $2 trillion to $280 trillion by 2045, driving its price to $13 million per coin, a vision he continues to champion. Additionally, Saylor recently pitched Bitcoin to Microsoft's board, urging the tech giant to adopt the cryptocurrency as a tool for financial transformation. He argued that Bitcoin's integration could enhance shareholder value, reduce capital risks, and position Microsoft at the forefront of the digital economy's evolution.
Well, I mean, I think low regulation, low tax, pro-innovation policies give people, especially specifically with regard to digital assets, if we have a digital assets framework that supports digital commodities, digital securities, digital tokens, digital ABTs, digital currencies, digital NFTs, so that people can innovate in the United States of America and spread those assets everywhere in the world, I think that'll be good for the world and good for the United States. Well, I think Bitcoin is the one digital asset that has the most regulatory clarity in the world because there's general universal consensus that it's a digital commodity. The friction on Bitcoin has been slow approval of the ETFs, the inability to do cash create and redemption, the slow approval of the options market on the ETFs, and resistance to banks custodying and handling Bitcoin. So that's held back the asset class. I think that a favorable crypto regime will accelerate the development of Bitcoin. And I think on the digital asset side, right, just the lack of a digital assets framework for digital currencies and digital exchanges and digital tokens has put that industry in limbo. And I think we're looking for those things to be resolved with the incoming administration, and that should accelerate growth for everybody. Bitcoin is emerging as the world's reserve capital network. If you want to store your capital for the long term and you live in Africa or Russia or China or South America or even the U.S., your choice is local real estate or local stocks or Bitcoin. Well, people are realizing that Bitcoin is better than real estate. It's better than stocks. There's not a single company or real estate property in Africa that you would rather own for the long term than Bitcoin. So the very simple idea is buy 20 or 25% of the Bitcoin network on behalf of the U.S. government, catalyze the development of that world reserve capital network, and then let all the Chinese and the Russians and the foreigners sell all their other assets and buy Bitcoin, and then the money flows into the United States. If you want to put a great twist on it, dump your gold, sell all the U.S. gold, buy Bitcoin, then the trade is free because you could buy 5 million Bitcoin for the cost of the gold. You will demonetize the entire gold asset class, and our enemies hold gold in their banks, so their assets would go to zero. Our assets would go to $100 trillion, and we would control the world's reserve capital network as well as the world's reserve currency network.
Bitcoin's recent journey toward the six-figure mark has taken a sharp turn as the cryptocurrency struggles to maintain its momentum. After briefly surpassing $101,000 on Sunday evening, Bitcoin faced another rejection, dropping back below $99,000 with a minor daily decline. This follows an intense week where the asset hit an all-time high of $103,650, fueled by substantial inflows into spot Bitcoin ETF in the United States. However, bears quickly regained control, driving the price down by over $10,000 in a matter of hours, triggering widespread liquidations. Although Bitcoin managed to recover some ground during the weekend, attempts to hold above $101,000 were met with resistance, highlighting the market's volatility. Its market capitalization has tipped to $1.960 trillion, while Bitcoin's dominance over the altcoin market has climbed to 52.1%, reflecting the broader market's retreat. The altcoin sector, which saw significant gains over the weekend, is now experiencing widespread losses. XRP has dropped over 6%, sliding below $2.04, while Doji 88 and SHIB have posted similar declines. Even major players like Ethereum and Binance Coin are not immune, falling by 2% and 4% respectively. The overall cryptocurrency market capitalization has shed $100 billion since yesterday, settling at $3.750 trillion, signaling a cautious period ahead for traders and investors. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Saylor. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.